Hello, esteemed audience. Today I'm happy to be discussing Act 1, Scene 3 of The Samaritan. Now, if you have not pressed the notification bell, do so that if in case I post anything educative, then you are ready to listen to me. Now, today I'm going to talk about the scene where I call it strategies, because we have a lot of strategies. We realize Mossi is laying down with the two allies, Harvester and Bembe. Now, Bembe, as you know, is the inspector police and is going to be used here by Mossi to attack the allies, the opponent group. Now, we realize that as we meet in Mandingo Golf Club, the setting, Bembe is seated pensively, awaiting, facing the mayor. Now, Mossi indicates that there is a lot of threat out there. Now, Bembe predicts his own death because he says he logged into the Samaritan app and he realized that he has been accused of violation of human rights, drug peddling, corruption, among other crimes. Now, he says that he could be drifting into coma and he cannot even sleep because of the current accusations. Mossi tells them that Ted and Seymour are mobilizing councillors and aldermen so that they can pass a vote of confidence in them. Now they fear that it may be the end of them. Obviously, if you're not doing right as a leader, you would be afraid of whatever is forthcoming. Now, they discuss and say what the media is presenting in the newspapers, as you saw last time, Sentinel and all those other groups. Now, Bembe tells the mayor that the Sentinel claims that he has lost tooth during the boardroom meeting. Contrarily, Harvester tells Mossi that the Caribbean Watch claims that Bembe's hotel is built on Maracas university land, and this makes him quite afraid. You know, Bembe is claiming that he might use the ghetto boys or the gang to rob the people. That is okay, yeah. Currently, that is the blame that he is given, that he's using this gang to rob the people in the municipality. Now, they have to set strategies. Now, what kind of strategies will they come up with? Now, we realize that if we look at this, we see that they want to deny that they never at any point reject awarding the students for the innovation they made. We also see that Mossi is suggesting that they say the app is a cyber bullying, and they should also plan so that Ramdaye and his team cannot win. They are going to plant the gang, the Red Eagle gang, under the leadership of the black man in town, alongside other boys whom they'll pay, so that they burn mattresses, socks, and tires and everything else, so that that place is a no-go zone. Now, they agree that they will also have to address Nicole, and if she resists, Bembe says she has all ways of making such people to fall allegiance of what they would wish. Now, what themes do we meet here? Yeah, now we can see that obviously there is abuse of power or office and misappropriation of funds. Why? As you see on page 45, Mossi is abusing power because the mayor of the town, he has a gang and is going to use it, the Red Eagle gang, he's going to use it. We also see Harvester, who has been accused of many crimes in offices. He has conducted scenes such as directing the ICT officer to take steps to stop the innovation from pointing out whatever ills they are. That is shown on page 38 and 39. We also realize that Mossi orders all the newspapers be purchased, as shown on page 40. And in their agreement that they should make the city a no-go zone, that is also abuse of power, because how will they do it? They are going to use some undercover police alongside this gang to ensure that they ban things around town and nothing goes on. Bembe also suggests that if Nicole does not really listen to them, then they are going to force her into allegiance. And possibly if you read the book later, you know what he did. So read that on page 47 and you realize actually what kind of person he is. We have also seen corruption and collusion. Now, Mossi says that courts are undependable. He says that these courts follow money and not the justice, as shown on page 44. We also see that Bembe claims that at one point he had drug peddling. He also conducted the crimes to do with money looting, as shown on page 38. Now, we also see that Mossi has been also accused of so many crimes, including municipal capture, just similar to what we call state capture in our own nation, as shown on page 39. We also meet Harvester, who is a police officer, and he collects money from motorists and municipal leaders and keeps it for himself, as shown on page 41. We have greed and hypocrisy. The aspect of abuse of power and corruption happens because of greed and hypocrisy. Ramdaye has ruined the lives of countless people through his greed, as it has been shown on page 42. We also see that Mossi instructs Bembe to deny ever having. Mossi instructs Bembe to deny ever having rejected the rewarding the student. And as we know, when we read the first act, we saw that indeed the first act, scene 1, he rejected awarding them because he thought that Samaritan is not favoring him at Sagrada Secondary School. Now, we also see that Harvester gives us an impression that he doesn't run matters normally, that he has been lying and using the political opportunity as a way to amass health and also to attack the other opponents, as shown on page 43. We get the role of media because as we read about the Sentinel and other groups and what they are sharing about the damaging information on Samaritan app, that is the role of the media. We see betrayal and blackmail. Betrayal because Mayor and Ted were together at some point, but currently they are operating on opposite groups, and that is why we can see them. They already want to demonstrate and have a vote of no confidence. Now we have egocentrism also, or selfishness, because Ted, as the deputy of Mossi, has decided that since they did not have a way to solve this, maybe the supplementary budget was not a success, therefore he should fight Mossi. We saw impunity, cruelty, and use of militia groups, as we've had the Eagle gang. The Red Eagle gang is a kind of group that is being used by the leaders. We have the Ghetto Boys also, that group that belongs to Bembe. All the two groups, they are kind of a militia group. Now, to language use and the stylistic devices, I normally start with imagery because I know it's widely used in a text. Now we have metaphors. If you look at this text, you see the porcupine went straight to the bank. Bembe talks of Basdeo. That is page 39. Then we see Bembe also referring to Ramdaye, the dinosaur called Ramdaye. That is on page 42. Now we also have hyperbole. Bembe tells Mossi, you lost a tooth during the meeting in the boardroom. You see? That is an exaggeration of what exactly he experienced, as shared on page 40. We have Mossi referring to Basdai as a greedy person. Hence, he says that the porcupine can do anything to acquire power, even if it is selling his own mother. Who can sell a mother, actually? It's hard enough. Now, if you look at page 40 for that, you realize it's a hyperbole. Now, we have also the use of idiomatic expression in this act or scene. Harvester tells Mossi that Honorable Basdaye should get a dose of his own medicine. That is page 48. We also see Mossi saying that they should put their foot forward. That means that they should be quite stern and strict with whatever they are doing, as shared on page 48. We get to have other styles too. We have irony. It's ironical that leaders can be having gangs like the Ghetto Boys and the Red Eagle group ready to use them in fighting. We also realize that instead of protecting the public resources, Mossi is there to misuse them. as shown on page 46 and 47. Mossi also does not protect the interests of the public. Instead, he's there to make sure that he puts his best foot forward to protect only his personal interests. So he does not qualify to be a leader. Now, we have a saying also in this scene, we will have killed two birds with one stone, page 47. Finally, we have characters and characterization. Mossi is shown as very insensitive because when he's talking to Bembe, he talks when Bembe says that the sugar level have risen, he suggests that he takes salt too so that they are also higher. And it was not a joke, as shown on page 38. We also have him as uninformed and ignorant because he does not understand what the municipal capture means on page 39. He also does not even understand what cyberbullying is. It's like Harvester has to take a lot of time explaining that. Then he's ruthless and violent. He operates with gangs, like the Red Eagle gang that he uses in attacking his opponents. He's quite corrupt, as shown in this scene. He's accused of many crimes within the municipal. He's treacherous because he's ready to attack Mayor, not Mayor actually, but Ted and the other group that have run away from him. Bembe is fearful and pessimistic. He thinks that he will die so soon, and he says that he's, the accusations will make him die so soon. Bembe tells Mayor that there is a likelihood that his sugar levels will rise. He's already pessimistic about whatever will happen. He's abusive. He's full of insults. He's referring to Ramdaye as the dinosaur. And Bembe also suggests that they get someone to steal the generator at school and then pin it on Nicole. Harvester is quite defensive. He defends himself before Mossi that he's being accused of many crimes which he has not conducted, as shown on page 38. He's also scheming because he shares out within the text that whatever has come ahead of them, he's going to fight against it within the text. Then we see that he's quite cautious. He's sure that the discretion that happens in the Vala will be actually handled carefully. Now we realize that Bembe as a character is there to develop other characters as Mossi, the leader, because when he suggests that he's going to use the undercover police in the matters that will rise, then we realize there is much about Mossi. We realize a lot of stylistic devices such as irony, satire, and metaphors because of both Bembe and Mossi. The two of them build themes also. We see themes of hypocrisy, we see aspects of selfishness and abuse of power because of them. Thank you so much for having listened to me and watched whatever I'm presenting, and I wish that you suggest better ways of doing this. For those who are asking for CDs, it will be out soon. For those who would want the guidebooks to this book, we have it being sold all over the country. We've supplied anyone who is willing to maybe have it sent to them. Next time we'll be talking about Act 2, and be set for that. Bye-bye for now.